On August 24, 2025, the world paused to remember Jerry Adler, who passed away at the age of 96, a true legend of both Broadway and television. From being a master behind the scenes to a beloved face on screen, Jerry's journey was a rare story of finding new paths, inspiring many generations with his spirit and strength. He was a bridge between the golden age of Broadway and the modern era of TV, proving that it's never too late to shine in a new spotlight. Even though his final curtain has fallen, Jerry Adler's legacy will light up the arts for many generations to come. Born in Brooklyn in 1929, Jerry Adler was no stranger to the world of theater from the very beginning. His father managed the legendary Group Theater, and his cousin was the iconic Stella Adler. Growing up in the lively world of New York theater, Jerry learned about the hard work and teamwork that goes into art. It was part of who he was. He learned early on that every great show is built on teamwork behind the scenes. This gave him a deep respect for art that lasted his whole life. This upbringing in Brooklyn set the stage for a career filled with passion, a strong work ethic, and a deep love for telling stories. Jerry Adler's journey on Broadway began in 1950 as an assistant stage manager for Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. This musical was a big stepping stone for many talented people. Even at a young age, Jerry felt the hustle and bustle behind the Broadway curtain, where every second was a fight for perfection. He learned from the older folks, watching every little thing, and soaking in the magical feeling you can only find in the heart of New York theater. From there, he started a long 50-year journey behind the scenes, seeing how times changed, how technology grew, and how shows kept getting new styles. Each year brought new challenges, but also chances to grow and try new things. Jerry was the backbone of over 50 Broadway shows, including famous ones like My Fair Lady, Annie, and The Homecoming. He was involved in every part of the show, from the very first practice to the exciting opening night. For many years, he worked with theater legends, amazing directors, talented actors, and hard-working crews, making American theater history one show at a time. Every time he worked with someone new, it was a valuable lesson that made his experience richer. As a stage manager and later a director, Jerry was known for being calm even when things were crazy. He could handle the trickiest situations, making sure every show went perfectly, even when unexpected problems popped up at the last second. His mastery of theater made him super important for every show. With lots of patience, he guided young stars and new crew members, teaching them the discipline and hard work that are key to success on Broadway. The decades he spent watching and learning from the best behind the scenes became Jerry's secret weapon. All that experience prepared him for the next part of his career, where he would take the Broadway legacy to an even higher level. At 65, when most people retire, Jerry Adler started a new chapter, appearing in front of the camera with Brooklyn Bridge in 1991. His new acting career, which lasted over 30 years, was fueled by a lifetime of watching from backstage and the courage to embrace change. Adler's performances were very down-to-earth, real, and very human, shaped by decades of watching actors at work. He proved that talent and wisdom are timeless, inspiring others to chase new dreams at any age. Jerry's second act wasn't just luck, it was the blossoming of a lifelong passion for telling stories. Jerry Adler's role as Hesh Rabkin in The Sopranos made him a TV icon. He played Tony Soprano's wise and world-weary advisor. His smooth and strong performance brought depth and realness to the show, making Hesh a character you couldn't forget for 6 whole seasons. Adler's own experience from Broadway's golden age gave the character a lot of weight and history. He became a bridge between two worlds, the old and the new, business and crime, holding the show together with a quiet strength. That role was a big moment in his career, cementing Adler's place in popular culture. As Howard Lyman in The Good Wife and The Good Fight, Jerry Adler showed his funny side, turning a character that could have been boring into a fan favorite. His flat way of talking and how he showed his feelings made Howard funny, and also a little bit charming, giving him a spot on the show for almost 10 years. Adler's talent really shined as he went from the serious Hesh to the funny Howard. He brought warmth and humor to every scene, making audiences happy and showing how good he was at different kinds of roles. These roles introduced him to new people, making him a beloved TV star. Beyond his famous roles, Jerry Adler's career is like a colorful quilt of amazing performances in TV and movies. Every character he played, big or small, always made a lasting impression on the audience. Adler was known for making characters come alive with lots of feeling, making each part feel real and human. He didn't just show up on screen, he truly became the character, making the story more lively and meaningful. From Sidney Feinberg in Rescue Me, where he played a loving but tough dad, to Mr. Wicker in Mad About You, who was funny and warm, and Moshe Pfefferman in Transparent, who was complicated and emotional, Adler always brought realness and depth to every role. Each character he played had its own special touch, and he could fit into many different types of shows, from family dramas to funny sitcoms. His movie work, like The Mysterious Manhattan Murder Mystery and The Touching Driveways, showed he could easily switch between comedy and drama. He could make the audience laugh, cry, and think deeply all in one scene. The variety of roles he played proved his amazing flexibility and acting talent, making him one of the most respected character actors in entertainment. Adler made every project better, never giving a lazy performance. He always approached each role with curiosity and hard work. He was known as an actor who prepared a lot, reading scripts carefully and practicing endlessly to understand what made each character tick and where they came from. His careful and creative process made every performance feel fresh and real. His amazing range and always great acting showed he was a true master in his field during his second act. With decades of experience on stage and screen, Jerry Adler proved himself to be not just talented, but also dedicated and respected by his fellow actors. Every role he played added color to his rich career, creating a truly unforgettable tapestry of roles. Outside of his acting, Jerry Adler found peace with his family. After many years of a busy life in theater and movies, home was where he could truly be himself. He was surrounded by people he loved and who loved him back, no matter what. In 1994, he married Joan Laxman, a psychologist. She brought new balance and happiness into his life. Their marriage became a strong base, giving him emotional support while his career was busy. With Joan, Jerry enjoyed a life full of love, warmth, and happiness. They often spent time with family, celebrating small, important moments, and supporting each other through good times and bad. Even though he was older, Jerry never truly left the stage. He came back as an actor, showing that the spirit of art never fades with age. He brought his backstage skills together with his onstage passion. He used his many years of experience as a director in every role he played. Jerry acted in many shows, including Taller Than a Dwarf, where he showed his mature and heartfelt acting skills. He also acted in Fish in the Dark, making the New York theater world richer with his charming and dedicated presence. His friends remembered Jerry as a kind mentor, always ready to guide younger people with wise advice and a spirit that made others feel good. He never thought twice about sharing his wisdom and kindness, becoming an example of how important it is to keep learning and growing throughout life. Adler's legacy is a dedication to starting fresh and a lifelong promise to art. He believed that art is a journey that never ends, where every day is a chance to get better. His last goodbye on stage didn't just leave behind his work, but also deep memories for everyone who ever worked with him. Jerry Adler became an inspiring example of living with spirit, curiosity, and the courage to keep creating until the end of his life. Jerry Adler's life is a powerful lesson. It's never too late to find yourself again or chase new dreams. He broke through limits of time and what people expected. He proved that doors of opportunity stay open if you're brave enough to walk through them. His journey from behind the stage to center stage was built on decades of hard work and a willingness to start over. Adler's story encourages all of us to welcome change, stay curious, and believe that our best performance might still be ahead of us. His lasting legacy is a reminder that a life lived well is always ready for its next cue.